Hello everyone, this is Hemalata, Assistant Professor, Department of Agriculture Engineering, SNS College of Technology. We are seeing the lecture series on watershed planning and management. We have seen about the introductions, advantages, objectives, and geomorphological characteristic like linear aspect of the watershed and the aerial aspect of the watershed. In this section, we are going to see about the problems and constraints and the future prospects of the watershed management. The main problems of the watershed management it is the unsustainable exploitation of the natural resources, which leads to the loss of value of the watershed over time. Degradation of the rainfed areas is also caused by soil erosion that result from the water runoff, and also the development of urban centers as humans invade natural areas to converting them into urban centers, which cause the major problem. This includes the chemical pollution, loss of natural habitat, alteration of the water flow, and disposal of the harmful and non-biodegradable waste in water resources. The competition and conflict among the stakeholders like local communities, government agencies, and NGOs and private entities, which they have the different framework, fragmented efforts, and conflicting priorities, which leads to the major drawback in the watershed management, and a limited awareness about the education for about the importance of the watershed management. This There is a necessity to promote the knowledge among them about the sustainable water use conservation practice, and the land degradation, which mainly due to the deforestation. It is nearly to mainly the edge of the cities, which will cause soil erosion, improper land use practice, and unsustainable agriculture, which leads to if we properly implement the management practices, it will reduce the water quality, increase sedimentation, decrease water availability. Water scarcity and water quality also the major problems in case of we are going for the management practices. Then balancing demand for the water resources for the domestic purpose and irrigation should be effectively implemented. Water flow also major problem, which includes soil erosion, blockage of passage for fish, and a disruption of the ecosystem. Water flow interruptions are a result of development, industry, and household. Then development of industries often affects the watershed management, even though same industry being economic development to the particular area. Many industries emit toxic chemicals, metal deposit into the water, which leads to increase the health risk to both humans and the animals who consume this water. And in case of rain-fed areas, the soil erosion from runoff is a major problem. In India, it was estimated that the soil erosion in the 1990s was double than that of soil erosion in the case of 1980s, which leads to rainfall uncertainty and poor economic condition act as a major constraint, which prevents the farmers in rainfed areas to making investment. And equitable benefit sharing of water management. Generally, the women, marginal farmers, and landless laborers gain very little or nothing from the watershed management activities. Acute shortage of water in drinking water, especially in summer, has leads to the drought. Common lands do not get treated adequately, and revegetation doesn't take place as expected. Improper understanding of the interaction between the biophysical and socio-economic process, conflict among various government ministries related to agriculture, forest, is a major problem in the watershed management program. Some of the new prospects and opportunities, or there is a community engagement um, and participation, encouraging the active engagement in planning and implementation. Integrated approach like integrated water resource management and different policy. The holistic approach will be needed. A new technology has to be implemented like just hydrological modeling, mode flow, like that all have to be incorporated in the management practice. And a holistic policy framework is essential for the improvement in the management practices. And partnership and collaborations are the important for the management practice. And we have to adapt to the climate change by opting the different crops, hybrid crops, for the change in the temperature. And there is the best management practices like organic farming, desilting of reservoir, and capacity restoration has to be followed for increase the crop productivity. And there is main have to main focus on the groundwater recharge. We should not give encouragement to the groundwater excess extraction. Over extraction should be avoided. And consider the downstream impact of the intensive of water conservation. The association can decision in the best interest of all people concerned. And low cost technology like low involvement in the local materials, labor at no cost, technology which are traditional and time tested should be employed to generate more benefit. And many successful watershed management programs in India will be implemented by the government department, NGOs, and research organization. It will improve. It will leads to improvement in the remote and the difficult terrains. There is a need to preserve and improve common pooled resources of land, water, fodder, forest, fisheries, wildlife, and agriculture. These are the main constraints and the problems which will we are facing in the watershed management, and we have discussed about the future prospects in the watershed management. Thank you.